We'll explore the place. Toruń is basically famous. This is the other side of the Leaning Tower. The city and the river Vistula. So anybody, this cathedral, the monument of Copernicus, and just behind it is tower. And from the tower we'll get the overtop.
Przysiędzę, wystąpił bądź wystąpiła. Na święta dała, no, wszystko no.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are here at Toruń and we'll explore the place. Toruń is basically famous for gingerbread and Copernicus. Copernicus, the great scientist who found out the solar system. So let's explore the place and I'll show you around. Right now I'm at the train station. Now we have to cross this bridge, and this is the same Vistula river which crosses Warsaw. तो एक विस्टुला रिवर की ब्रांच यहाँ भी आती है तोरुण में, विस्वा, जिसको कि इंग्लिश में विस्टुला कहते हैं. So from the bridge, when we are crossing, we can already see the old town. And this is the river Vistula with the beach here. This is the Leaning Tower of Toruń, and it has actually shifted, that is leaned due to the sandy soil in the area. And basically this is the river side, so of course there's going to be sandy soil. And yeah, this is actually a fortress. This is the other side of the Leaning Tower. So I found another building that is a little bit tilted out here. So this is a small man holding and pushing the wall basically so that it doesn't fall. This is Brama Zeglarska, which is the entrance gate to the city. It is the gate that connects the city and the river Vistula. So anybody coming from the port would arrive directly to this gate. So in the old times it was mainly used for receiving the kings of Poland. So any king that wanted to visit Toruń would come to this gate and pass through this to enter the city. This is another view of the river Vistula, and we actually crossed that bridge when I showed you the river Vistula for the first time. And here is a limnograph, which is actually used for measuring the water level in the river Vistula. And it also has a clock. This is the St. John's Cathedral of Toruń, and it's one of the important Gothic church in Poland, and one of the highlights of Toruń UNESCO listed old town. So let's go and explore further inside. You can see the bricks are so old that they have been pitted due to the erosion of the water sweeping from the rainwater that is sweeping from these walls. Also there are new constructions like this one. This is the repair done in the corners. This is also a repair in the corner. This place is huge, enormous actually, very beautiful. This is the miniature of this cathedral. So basically this cathedral was dates back from the 13th century, and it took over 200 years to get built. And you can see the formations of the wall, the Gothic way of construction with the bricks. And in the background you can see the pipe organ. The monument of Copernicus, and just behind it is the town hall. The story about this bronze donkey is that in the medieval ages, when the people were to be punished, they basically it used to be of not in bronze but of wooden donkey, and to punish people they would make them sit on top of the wooden donkey and tie weights into their legs so that they could be completely stretched out, and this was as a punishment. And recently they have put this bronze. So this is the main old town square of Toruń, and near the old town square you can find a lot of souvenir shops and a lot of shops where you can buy small souvenirs. So now let's go inside the town hall. That's the entrance. That's the way for the billet ticket office. Is in Polish it's kasa. Here also they have a lot of souvenirs, some different kind of stuff. So this is the ticket for the town hall. Now we are going to go up to the tower, and from the tower we'll get the overview. This is the entrance to the tower. Let's go inside. We are almost to the top. This is the bell, the clock bell. This is the actual clock of the clock tower. These are all the gears and chains. And here are all the bells that would ring. So we are actually on the top of the main building. And as you can see, this area shows us the complete view of the old town. Beautiful old architecture in this place, and that's actually the bridge which we crossed over to the old town. We can see almost everything from here. That is some happening street out here. A lot of people, kids, youngsters. That is the cathedral. And right now we are going to the ruins of the castle. The ruins of Teutonic Castle, which we can see in front of us in Toruń, are amongst the most important medieval sites in Poland. The castle was built by the Teutonic order in the 13th century and became one of their earliest strongholds. What makes this castle unusual is its horseshoe-shaped layout. So as you can see, a ruin wall is in front of us, and most of the walls that you can see around is a reconstruction of the old structure. This is a small layout which shows the actual Teutonic castle, how it would look. So here you can see the horseshoe, the curve of the horseshoe. This is the wall that ruined that I showed you earlier. We are around here somewhere, and this structure is actually this building here. So let's go and check out the ruins. So you can see there's a catapult here, and that's entrance structure. And there's a knight which has been made out of concrete and metal out there. So there's the ruins. And just under the houses there are pathways. This is the unique thing about this area. And here is a monument with the frogs spitting water, and the guy is, and you can see the people have actually thrown a lot of coins inside. This is 1 groszy coin people have thrown inside this, so it's full of coins. Just behind the town hall we have a church and a few other buildings, so let's explore them. So the service is going on inside the church. We have come to the Museum Piernica, which is gingerbread, the casa ticket office, and this is the entrance, which will take us to the main hall. So we did not get the tickets in English, and we got the ones in the
Nawet
Polish.
zwał mnie Łukasz. Wiesz czemu mnie tak zwał? Bo tak mam na imię. Razem. A gdybym przeciwko przysiędze wystąpił bądź wystąpiła wszelkim karom okrutnym i srogim na gołe...
Bardzo, a i rzadkie wielce. Do Torunia nie tylko drogą lądową, ale to jest fakt. Nawet najstarszy przepis w języku polskim spisany 1725.
Pomoże ci ta niewiasta. Chodź, Radek, brawa dajcie! Klapka! Jak ktoś ma lubka, do powodzenia. Jak ktoś ma koło, być na koło. Kto ma talent?
Ona święta dała, no, ściskaj mocno.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, okay, we have to cut it. You don't have to cut it. Takim ruchem wycinamy biegle kształt. So guys, press and swing, okay? Press and swing. Kto ma serce, wycina serce, kto ma koło, koło, kto ramkę, ramkę, a kto ma ciastka albo podróżny.
Uwaga! Kto pracował tam przy dużym stoliku, ustawia się.
So we have the souvenir of Piekarnika, and we made the ginger men, and also I made the minions. So this is the dough maker, and here is the machine for making the roll, and then you put it in the press to make what the design that you want to make. And here is also one of the items for making the roll, and here you can see some hearts and piekarnik. These are the different designs and the rollers that can be used. Some old cameras is also here. In the background there you can see the flour bags. This is another roller. This is for shredding the dough.
Zaworem pruskim. Niemcy nam się po Toruniu panoszą, przemysł, gospodarkę, no wszystko zagarnęli, ale ja szczęście miałem, bo mój stryjek panowie czasem myślą, że tutaj jakieś diaboły tańcują, tu w środku diabołów nie ma, jeno koła zębate i łańcuchy są. A jak mamy składniki wymieszane, dajemy bajkę w górę, maszyna się podnosi, sypiemy trochę mąki, kładziemy ciasto, zamykamy klapę. Teraz obie wajchy dajemy w moje prawo, wasze lewo. Dociskamy, klapę otwieramy i powolutku trzeba wypchnąć ciasto podzielone na 30 takich kawałków. Proste? No i tu chcemy ciasto nasze rozwałkować. Ciasto przychodzi przez wałki w środku, po drugiej stronie rozwałkowany skład ciasta na. Tutaj mamy taką, troszeczkę można powiedzieć.
So this is it. And,
See you guys.
now, see you. Bye bye. So we have completed our journey for making piernika, and now we are going home. I hope you like this one. See you in the next one. Until then, have a great time.